Let's meet the starting lineup for Oklahoma City.
And the Lakers starting five. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Lukadoncic is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Reeves in at the small forward position. And to the Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And we knew the Lakers had some work to do to balance this roster over the summer, Shams.
Yeah, the Luka trade was widely regarded as a steal, but that came right at the trade deadline, BA, so there was not much time to adjust and find the role players necessary. So now they've had a full offseason to fine-tune the roster, fine-tune the fit.
Wallace with it. Hachimura covering from deep. SGA gets the three to fall.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
On the wing, Hachimura. Ayton against Hartenstein. From deep, Reeves connects from downtown. And for all the talk of parity and a different champion every year, Shams, the Thunder might have something to say about that.
They're going to have a lot to say about that, BA, because listen, it was a dominant title run last season. And with their entire core young and improving and all locked in through the remainder of this decade, and dozens of first round, second round, and draft swaps in their treasure chest, they will remain the favorites until further notice.
But again, we said that last year, so who knows? Here's Reeves, following the bucket by Oklahoma City.
What a dunk from Ayton. This is how dominant he can be down low.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Clock at 6. From deep, Holmgren. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And Wallace, right side. Dort for three. On target from range.
And talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
The main thing is
Wallace. And then for Los Angeles, Laravia's checked in for Reeves. Connect comes in for Smart. And it's Smith in for Luka-Doncic. Now here's Smith. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Basket counts. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
SGA with it. Laravia covering. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. From deep, Holmgren. And another three for Oklahoma City.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Smith passes to Ayton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
On the wing, Caruso. The three is up. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Lakers trail by 8, and the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Shams?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimum, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second-round potential picks.
Good point. We've got Mitchell, Jalen Williams out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Joe in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second.
No one there to contest.
On a nightly basis, because these games, this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Steps back. Gilgeous-Alexander banked it in off the glass. Best down.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Hayden against Hartenstein. Back to LaRavia. Pass to Hachimura. 5 on the clock. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. If you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He played a great game against Golden State. Sweet 4 for 6 here in the second. No, stop him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Doncic with it. Still without a bucket. Hayes with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic delivers from range.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Three. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a three-point game. Nice move. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home. Sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said,
does everything he can to trip you up.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league rim.
Yeah, BA.
Well, Rich,
I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
here's SGA, and SGA throws it down.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And there's the lob, and stolen by Holmgren. Here's Wallace. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist, rebound. Thunder leading by 15. Down low. Here's Dort. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. From deep, here's Doncic. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Screen by Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Lakers. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now Holmgren. 6 points for him. Over Hayes. No good. Here's SGA. Driving to the basket. Soft touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 18.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And here's Reeves outside. Can't get it to drop. Oklahoma City has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Inside. Oh, it's stolen away. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Hayes with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam! Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Marcus Smart's checked in for Connect. And Doncic has subbed in for LaRavia. Hartenstein. And he slams it down!
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Lakers trail by 18. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Can't hit it.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now Doncic. From downtown. Cleared away by Hartenstein.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Lou Dort. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Doncic into the lane. And of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
That one drops for him.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
So it's Oklahoma City now. And Wallace, here we go. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Reeves. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
SGA surveying the D. And so Oklahoma City takes this one.